And good morning to you, meteorologist Joey Sovine here at the Live 5 Alert Desk with an update of your weather here as we get going on our Thursday morning, a morning where winter weather advisories do continue inland Georgetown and Williamsburg counties because of a little glaze of ice that did develop late yesterday evening with a little bit of light freezing rain. And then any leftover water out there this morning to go with temperatures that have dropped to or below freezing. Some of that water has started to freeze out on some surfaces like your cars or maybe your steps headed out of your house or the railings this morning or even in the trees. The good news is we have no reports. The ground temperature is really warm right now relative to what you would need for any ice to develop out on the roadways. The only place that we'd really be concerned is out on the bridges, but we have had no reports of any ice there. So that is certainly some good news. Temperatures this morning, a lot of you kind of marginal, even where we have dropped to or just below freezing, 31, 30, 32 degrees. We do have a lot of you that are just above freezing this morning, so that's prevented a lot of you from walking outside and encountering that. It is very cold, though, this morning, so heads up as you head out the door. It is going to be a very chilly morning and a very chilly afternoon as well. Average high 65. Today's high temperature is only in the mid-40s. Now, we do have something of interest today that we're watching. Our storm system from yesterday has moved well offshore, and that's out of here, but there's a secondary little wave of energy that's going to drop down out of the upstate from the mountains this morning into the Midlands as we go late this morning and eventually arriving here this afternoon. So what does that mean for you? Well, let me show you with Future Tracker that this little disturbance is going to bring a small opportunity for maybe a few sprinkles or maybe even a few snowflakes for a couple of us as we go from lunchtime into the afternoon. Future Tracker showing how that little disturbance comes out of the Midlands toward the coast. A lot of that moisture will be drying out. How much kind of hangs on is a question mark, but we've at least thrown in the small chance of a couple of sprinkles or even cold enough air above us to support a few snowflakes perhaps making their way all the way to the ground. Now, we'll flip over and we'll turn the temperatures on here with Future Tracker, and I want to show you this because even we're talking about maybe a few snowflakes. Notice the temperatures, the actual air temperatures at the ground will be way above freezing. A lot of you in the low to mid 40s, so that would prevent anything from sticking out there. Also, the sun angle's now gotten pretty high, so you would need temperatures in the 20s to get anything to stick at this point in the winter. So overall, it should not be a big deal, but I don't want you to be surprised if you may see one or two snowflakes out there later on. We cannot rule that out. Some models completely dry, other models paint in a couple of showers or snow showers. That's through about 5, 6 o'clock. After that, the sky starts to clear out. And the big story as we head into tonight, after high temperatures today, mainly in the 40s, is how cold it gets. Average low is 43. The record low temperature at the airport in North Charleston is 22. Right now, we're forecasting 23 degrees, so near record cold. Some of you in the upper teens in Kingstree and in Manning in the upper teens there. Elsewhere, low 20s, very common. Closer to the coast, even out at the beaches from Sullivan's IOP to Folly to Edisto, Seabrook, Kiowa, all getting down below freezing this tomorrow morning, and the wind chill will be near 15 degrees. Now, with a little bit of a wind up, I don't expect a whole lot of frost out there. There may be a little bit. The bigger problem will certainly just be the temperatures in and by themselves and how long we're going to be below freezing. So not a bad idea to drip those faucets, just a little bit of water, get that water flowing in those pipes tonight, especially inland, to prevent any freezing out there overnight. We do have a cold weather advisory that goes into effect at 10 o'clock this evening through 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's the time frame where we're going to be the coldest. What does this mean for you? Well, generally speaking, this means that it is going to be cold enough that you definitely have to dress for it, account for those temperatures in the morning. Limit your time outside as temperatures, wind chills will be 15 to 20 degrees tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, highs in the mid to upper 40s. We'll get some sunshine. It'll still be chilly, but not quite as cold as today. And then 28 on Saturday morning, so still a lot of you below freezing. That'll be our last morning. After that, upper 50s on Saturday, and then low to mid 60s on Sunday, then upper 60s Monday, and low 70s Tuesday as those temperatures start to warm back up. That's a look at your forecast from right here at the Live 5 Alert Desk. We appreciate you joining us here to get started on your Thursday.